So Picoin has been falling a lot recently, and hopefully if you guys did watch my video, you wouldn't be surprised by this, because we know it is very, very highly valued right now, and a little bit too highly valued in my opinion for what it's doing, right? Because we don't have that much going on just yet. So I want to discuss what is going on, and I also want to remind you guys that I think I am the only YouTuber on this platform that has not been wildly bullish on Picoin since the launch. So if it saved you from potentially dumping loads of money into the market only to have the price drop like what, 50%, or I mean much more than 50% now from the high, but 50% from when we've been talking about it, then do me a favor, smash that like button. And I am not here to be a perma bear. I'm not here to destroy anyone's hopes and dreams. I'm just here to speak objectively about Picoin, because I have built a platform basically explaining to people that number go up, but also number go down. And the way we profit from that is taking profits when number go up. So we have more money when number go down in case we want to reinvest or buy other things. Now, with that said, if you fancy it, smash that subscribe button, and please remember that nothing in my videos is ever financial advice, because I am not a financial advisor. And if you are looking for a place to trade Picoin, one of the only futures exchanges that you can do it on is Week. So you can take a small amount of money and you can leverage it whichever you want, right? And you can trade whether you think it's going to go up, or more importantly, whether you think it might go down. So the link to Weeks is down there in the description, guys, and you can get up to $30,000 in USDT bonuses right now, but only if you follow my link. Now, if we jump over to Twitter, we can see there is quite a lot of people talking now about Picoin being a scam. He said, some people are claiming that Pi is a scam. Clearly, there is lack of communication and transparency from the Pi core team, which can lead to some misconstrue the Pi network. Some to misconstrue that the Pi network is a scam. Sorry, I can't read. However, I have been involved with the project for many years and have not found sufficient evidence to label it as such. In fact, I consider it revolutionary, trailblazing, and an innovative project with a global community of millions of Pi users. However, I do agree on one point that needs to change as soon as possible. The Pi network is a multi-million strong community. It is too large to be managed solely by a team of 40 to 50 staff members. The core team has heavily relied on the Pi community for marketing. However, now that we are on an open network phase, it is crucial for the core team to hire dedicated paid marketing and communication teams. These teams will play a crucial role in educating both Pi community and the broader crypto community by providing accurate and comprehensive information about the project. Now, what's interesting about this is the Pi community asking for paid marketing, but I can almost guarantee that if Pi went out and did paid marketing, the same community and the outside crypto community would then label Pi as a scam because it's doing paid marketing, which is always something that I found ridiculous in my career as a crypto influencer. I accept paid promotions on my channel and I always display them as paid promotions, but people get angry and they say that project's a scam or that I'm a scammer. But what I don't understand about that opinion is I'm telling you guys that something is a promotion and that you may want to check it out and do your own research into it, but you have all of the cards. It's fully transparent. A lot of people don't tell you anything. I've always thought that was the right way to do things, but it's funny that this is something that people want, but I guarantee you there are people who are watching this video right now or people in the Pi community that have thought the same. Well, that's a paid promotion. That's definitely a scam. So it's an interesting thought process to have. Now, another thing that I want to say is this is a massive project, right? Right now, a $7.58 billion market cap. We're coming down, and I want it to come down significantly lower, right? I think it should come down significantly lower, and then it's actually opportunity time. Because right now, it's at a $7 billion market cap. It is still now number 17. Wow, dropped off the list a lot. It was number 11. Now it's number 17. We're getting closer to a price that it's I would say is valued at, or it should be, right? I would say it could be significantly cheaper than this still, guys. The only thing that I think gives it a lot of value is the fact that it has a massive community, but right now we haven't seen the product in use. I know people will argue with me on this, but from my point of view, We have no product. We just have an idea. So far, nothing has worked. We've just been given a fraction of our tokens. People have taken that fraction of tokens and they've dumped it onto the market, which of course was expected, guys. Down 32% in 7 days and down significantly more since its inception, right? Its inception was about it came in at about the price lower than it is now, but about $1.48, went all the way up to about $3, and now it's down to $1.01. Now that might annoy you that I'm saying it should go lower, but I do think that if we want actual opportunity or large amounts of opportunity, the price should go lower. Doesn't mean it will go lower. Doesn't mean I'm correct, and I could be completely wrong. In fact, we could open right now a long position on this and just risk a little bit of money. Let's do that. Why don't we do that? All right. So let's do a 10x long, which means, guys, if the price goes down 10%, we are going to lose this position. But because it's an isolated position, I choose the amount that I put into the trade. So if I buy 1,000 Pi coins, this is going to cost me $116. So once I open that, I now have a trade that is $116 worth. So if we do finally get a bounce from where we are, I will start to make money. If we don't, I will of course lose that $116. But say we do go back to the previous high, that's 172% gain. That means I would make 1,720% gain with this position. Now, of course, any money I would put into this trade, I would be 100% willing to lose and understand that I could lose it. I have other trades on the likes of Bitcoin, Solana, and Sui that are open here on weeks. $2,000 in the profit for Bitcoin, $600 for Sol, and about $1,300 for Sui. But time will tell if any of these come out to be profitable, but I'd be very excited to see if this could go significantly higher from here. Remember, there is a link to weeks down there in the description, but futures trading is for experienced traders only. So you can come over to Weeks and you can practice on their demo account. You can learn how to trade before you risk your own money. But if you do want to get up to $30,000 of USDT bonuses, you need your email address, you need your password, and you need to read the terms of service, and then you just sign up and you can get to trading over there. Now, I have been relatively bearish on Pi in this video. I am excited for where this could go. I think it's very interesting that project like this actually launched. If you've never heard of me before, I've been talking about Pi for years, right? I made a video about it, I think about 3, 4, 5 years ago, before the last bull market, because I thought it was a very exciting idea. I still think it's a very exciting idea, but I think the valuation is extremely high considering the max supply. Now, on top of that, we also have people speculating about a listing on Coinbase or Binance that will send this to the moon. I must argue with that, guys. The news of it will probably send the price up. But remember, when these coins get listed on something like Binance, more times than not, in the current market environment that we've been in, it ends up being a big old pullback after that, or a big old crash. So be prepared for that. Make the best of the opportunity by getting in when people are scared and then taking profits when people are euphoric. We don't know exactly when those points are, but I think this is an exciting time for crypto in general. We are on a significant pullback in the market. There are people that think we're going into a bear market, people that think that the bull market will continue. I actually think the bull market will continue, but we need to stay patient and wait for it. In a moment like this, it's normal that something like Pi, after being at such a huge valuation, would tumble down from where it is right now. And I actually think that the team need to make more of an effort to make their Twitter, for example, more professional. For example, the quality of videos that they post on here are extremely low. Right? They could be making much higher quality videos, much higher quality everything, guys. This is very basic stuff, and I think there is a lot more that could be done. So let me know if you agree or disagree with me down there in the comment section. I'm always excited to hear from you guys so we can have a discussion. And with that said, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.